From 48 teams, we are down to 8. The 2026 World Cup quarterfinals are here. 4 matches, 4 days, 8 teams who have earned the right to dream about July 19th at MetLife Stadium. And if you thought the group stage and round of 16 were dramatic, you haven't seen anything yet. Welcome to WorldPulse. This is your complete guide to the quarterfinals. Every matchup, every story, every prediction. Chapter 1. France versus Morocco. Thursday, July 9th, Boston. This is a rematch of the 2022 World Cup semifinals, a match France won 2-0 on their way to the final. But Morocco in 2026 are a different animal. They have become the first African team in history to reach back-to-back World Cup quarterfinals. They beat Canada 3-0 in the round of 16. Their defensive organization under Walid Regragui is one of the best at this entire tournament. France, on the other hand, have been terrifying. 9 points in the group stage. Dembele's first-half hat-trick against Norway. Mbappe with 7 goals, 12 goals scored in 5 games. They are arguably the most complete attacking team in world football right now. The prediction, France win, but Morocco make them work for it. Expect a tight tactical match decided by a single moment of Mbappe brilliance. Chapter 2. Spain versus Belgium. Friday, July 10th. Los Angeles. Spain eliminated Portugal in the round of 16. Ending Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup journey with a late Mikel Merino goal. Lamine Yamal, 18 years old, was extraordinary against Portugal. He scored his first World Cup goal in his hometown of Roses, just 60 kilometers from Barcelona, the youngest great scoring in his backyard. Football writes the most extraordinary stories. Belgium, meanwhile, beat the United States 2-0, Charles de Ketelaere scoring twice, in a disciplined, organized performance. Spain are favorites. But Belgium beat Spain in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinals at the same tournament stage. Football has a long memory. The prediction, Spain win, Yamal, is the difference. But Belgium's defensive resilience could take this to extra time. Chapter 3. Norway versus England, Saturday, July 11th, Miami. This is the match nobody predicted at the start of this tournament. Norway, at their first World Cup since 1998, in the quarterfinals. Haaland with 7 goals. The Viking row celebrated in Parliament. An entire nation that hasn't been here in 28 years suddenly daring to believe. England, as always, finding a way to make it dramatic. They beat Mexico 3-2 at the Azteca, playing the majority of the second half with 10 men. Jordan Henderson left the field injured. Kane now has 6 World Cup goals at this tournament. But Haaland versus England's defense is the matchup of the quarterfinals. Haaland has scored in 14 consecutive competitive internationals for Norway. Nobody has stopped him at this tournament. Can England? The prediction, Norway win on penalties after a tight, tense 90 minutes. Haaland scores, Nyland saves, history made. Chapter 4. Argentina versus Switzerland, Saturday, July 11th, Kansas City. Argentina should not still be in this tournament. They nearly lost to Cape Verde in extra time. They were 2-0 down to Egypt with 11 minutes left. They came back to win 3-2, the first time in World Cup history a team has done that in a knockout match in regulation. Messi missed 2 penalties across the tournament, hit the post, and yet, here they are. Quarterfinals, Messi with 8 goals, 1 ahead of Mbappe and Haaland in the Golden Boot race. Switzerland are organized, disciplined, and dangerous. They beat Colombia on penalties. But facing Argentina, facing this version of Messi, feels like the wrong team at the wrong time. Argentina are not playing their best football, but they are playing Messi's football, finding ways to win when everything goes wrong. That is what champions do. The prediction, Argentina win 2-1, Messi scores. Again, he always does. Outro, the big picture, 4 quarterfinals, and already we can see the potential semifinal paths forming. If the predictions hold, France versus Spain in 1 semi, Argentina versus Norway in the other, France versus Argentina in the final. A rematch of Qatar 2022, the most watched sporting event in human history. Part 2, Messi versus Mbappe, one final time, on July 19th at MetLife Stadium. Football would not dare write this script, which is exactly why it probably will. Subscribe to WorldPulse. We are covering every quarterfinal as it happens. Full reactions dropping within hours of each final whistle. Which match are you most excited about? Tell me in the comments. See you in the next one.